A length and a half to Lord Gargantor in the lime colours. 2 lengths back behind it, Our Unicorn, Propose a Toast. Out 3 wide at the first turn, and then Wesley Boy on the fence, second last Cheviot, and last of all Royal Caliph. 700 to go down the side. Gull Boom by 1 length to Gullible. A length Principe Walker, half the Shiner. Ruling Regent on the outside, ridden along, and Benesto on the fences next from Lord Gargantor and French Clock. Couple of lengths Wesley Boy, Our Unicorn, followed by Golden Finale, a long way back and under the whip turning for home, and then came Cheviot, followed by Propose a Toast, Royal Caliph into the straight below the 400 metres, and Gull Boom in front of Gullible. Principe Walk needing to get out from behind the leader, and back behind them is the Shiner. Benesto slowly getting into the clear, and Lord Gargantor is starting to come home well. Gull Boom tackled by Gullible, and now Lord Gargantor in turn. Principe Walk is in the clear, and Our Unicorn late. Gullible tackled by Lord Gargantor. Our Unicorn flying home. Lord Gargantor, Our Unicorn going to it. Our Unicorn grabbed the lead right on the post and beat Lord Gargantor. I think Principe Walk was third. Gullible was close up, although stopping near the post. They're followed by Chevy at a nice run. And in behind those, French Clock and the Shiner. Royal Caliph, Gull Boom weakened. Back behind them, Benesto, a long break in the field to Wesley Boy, Propose a Toast, Golden Finale, and Ruling Regent dropped out. Well, a brilliant return to the track, Coulter, but that's been retrieved. The jockey has it again and they're ready. And racing in the Liston, and Katana was the first to bounce out in the middle. Swayze Istadard began quickly, going through Kiwi Hero and Final Tempo down near the inside. The grey as they settled into stride, and as they settled, Gull Guru about 7th or so by the 1200. Kiwi Hero outside Final Tempo. Katana dropped in 2 lengths away third. Prince Dan done up on the rails in 4th, and then Rembetic a Happy Star. Swayze on the outside of him, a length and a half to Perfect Bound. On the outside is Coulter with Von Ann splitting them, and then a length and a half to Gull Guru, Istadard around it. Rustic Dream on the fence, Marble Hall third to last, followed by Count Chivas and the Hind. Off the back, Final Tempo at the 800, 3/4 in front of Kiwi Hero. Rembetic a third, the outside, and Katana tucked away 4th on the inside. Coulter coming into it wide around Swayze, Happy Star, Prince Dan done on the inside. Then Istadard followed by Von Ann, Perfect Bound. 1.5 to Rustic Dream, well back on the inside of Gold Guru and Marble Halls. The Hind second last, and Count Chivas around the turn. Final Tempo first into the straight in the list and over Kiwi Hero. Katana on the inside. Prince Dandan trying to get out of an awkward place on the rail. Happy Stars held up. Rembetic is running on. Swayze coming on with Coulter. Rustic Dream trying to get through. Final Tempo at the 300 leads by 2. Here's Swayze chasing it with Perfect Bound, and now Von Ann. Gold Guru the widest from Rustic Dream. Perfect Bound hit the lead. Von Ann is after it. Von Ann raced up, took the lead from Perfect Bound. Rustic Dream in the middle. Von Ann, Perfect Bound. They hit it. Von Ann has won it from Perfect Bound and Rustic Dream. A 3-way go. In behind them, Gold Guru made nice ground into 4th from Marble Halls on the rails. And then came Swayze. The Hind ran on from last. Happy Star, Final Tempo, Prince Dandan, Rembetica, Coulter, Kiwi Hero weakened badly. So did Istadard and Katana. And Count Chivas was last and virtually last all the way. Carnelian next to her. All set now, off. Mazeldens began very fast on the outside with Carnelian, Ramadan. Out fast as Grand Bay, and down near the inside, Lord Luskin began very quickly. Call Me Spike has dropped back towards the end, and Carla Stairs about third last. They've gone 250 now. And Mazeldens had crossed the field and led Grand Bay up to second on the outside. In behind them is Lord Luskin, and they're followed by Carnelian wide out around the outside of Centaza. Royal Rubiton handy to them, and then came Ramadan. A break of about 3 to 4 lengths further back in the field. Vibrant Black on the inside of Carla Stair, Call Me Spike, and Gliding Light last when they corner at the 400, and Mazelda ends the leader. Got away about 2 lengths on Grand Bay, Royal Rubiton. Lord Luskin over on the inside, and then Centaza starting to work home well, followed by Carnelian. At the 250, Mazelda ends the leader, a length and a half in front from Grand Bay. On the outside, Centaza, then Royal Rubiton. Mazelda ends the leader. Grand Bay is coming home well with Centaza, and Carlos there flying. Mazelda ends still in front near the line. She's a half length in front, and Mazelda ends won it. Oh, Vibrant Black flew home. It's got second, I'd say. Maybe Grand Bay will be third. Carlos there on the outside, and then Lord Luskin. Centaza next, followed by Royal Rubiton, who didn't go on, and then Carnelian, Gliding Light, Ramadan, and Call Me Spike back last of all. 59.6. This to the event for the mares, 1200. And they're off, and a pretty good dispatch, although Zdenka dropped out to be at the tail of the field. Skyrocket and Accept the first two out. Sweet Delight away very quickly, racing to take over there. Carrot Love improving up on the outside now, and then Hit and Run, followed by Archwin. Lady of the Pines on her outside. Cornwall Queen is going forward on the outside, and so too is Anemone Garden, followed by Spirit of Love, trapped out a little at the first turn. Couple of lengths to Chili's, well away from the pace. Smidgen is around her, and Spectrum the rail, and then Canniana, followed by Angel's Image, and Zdenka's dropped out to be last of all. Coming near to the turn, Accept through on the inside, just a leader from Sweet Delight. Carrot Love is a length and a half away in third on the outside of Skyrocket. Anemone Garden is next to the outside, and they're followed by Lady of the Pines, Hit and Run, and behind these Cornwall Queen, Spirit of Love to the outside, and then Archwin and Cornwall Queen and Chili's are spotting them along, starting the lime colours into the straight. Accept and Sweet Delight, the two leaders from Skyrocket under the whip. Carrot Love's under pressure at the moment. On her outside, Lady of the Pines is finishing fairly, nearing the 200. Accept fighting on well on the inside, and Sweet Delight. Lady of the Pines in the clear. Spectrum is starting to come home in the red blinkers. Sweet Delight, Accept are the leaders, but they're flat, and Spectrum is storming over the top. Spectrum's raced up. Chili's got a run on the inside. Spectrum and Chili's. Spectrum won it from Chili's, and Sweet Delight between them third. Then Lady of the Pines, followed by Skyrocket. Just behind these to finish was Accept and Hit and Run, and they were followed then by Smidgen, Canniana, then Zdenka, who's passed a few. Spirit of Love, Archwin, Angel's Image, Carrot Love dropped right out in the run home. Cornwall Queen, one of the last, and Anemone Garden was back at the tail of the field. Spectrum has stormed out. Casino Heights drawn down in gate 4. Off they go. He jumped away all right next to Itaram. McCartus, one of the first out. Now Casino Heights moving up, and from the outside, pace from Jagurtha, who's gone across the field to be with the leading horses. And then came Prince of Lucas settling down at about fourth, and Jet Lag is behind it. McCartus at the post leads. Jagurtha up second, and Casino Heights is in third placing, dicing for the lead, and the pace is generous early. About 3 to 4 lengths to Prince of Lucas and Jet Lag when they head out of the straight, and they're followed by Colorado Ring outside Magneto, and then Fonzarelli. Next, about a half a length away in the field is Real Zeal from Itaram. Then came Mappingly on the inside of Northern Embossing. Grey Alex third to last, and then Fasato and Change of Fortune last of all into the back. And McCartus the leader about 2 lengths in front. Casino Heights second. Another 2 lengths break Jagurtha, who's fired up a little in third placing. A length and a quarter Prince of Luca, a half Jet Lag. 1.5 further back is Colorado Ring over on the outside. One behind them on the inside rail. Next came Magneto, and then Fonzarelli around him, followed by Itaram on the outside of Real Zeal. Another 2 lengths to Northern Embossing on the outside of Mappingly. 2 lengths then to Grey Alex on the outside of Fasato, and Change of Fortune whipped them in down the back. Little or no change in the order, 1,000 metres to go, and McCartus runs them along at a good clip, leading by a little over 2 lengths. Casino Heights a length away is Jagurtha in third, and then Prince of Luca 2 lengths back fourth. Jet Lag is next on the rail, and they're followed then by Colorado Ring and Mapping, rather on the inside Magneto, and next half a length away to Fonzarelli, one Real Zeal, Itaram, then Mappingly, Northern Embossing, Fasato a long way back from Change of Fortune, and Grey Alex has dropped out to be last of all. A strung out field comes past the 600 metres, and Preble whips Casino Heights off the rails to have a crack at the leader. It's McCartus and Casino Heights turning in front of Prince of Luca, and they've got away a little on Jagurtha Jet Lag. Fonzarelli hooks to the outside, and Mappingly still a fair way back, middle of the field on the inside rail. 300 to go. He's pulled the whip on McCartus. Casino Heights is levelling up on him. About 3 lengths further back in the field, then Prince of Luca. Fonzarelli running on fairly on the outside, but Casino Heights shot clear inside the 200 now, and he's 3 lengths in front. Prince of Luca's running on well, but Casino Heights is going great guns for Preble. He's 4 in front, holds Prince of Luca, and Casino Heights bolts it in. Very impressive over Prince of Luca and Magneto third. Then came McCartus, Jet Lag, and Fonzarelli behind them. Change of Fortune, a gap for Sato, followed by Northern Embossing, and then Real Zeal and Colorado Ring, trailed by Itaram towards the end. Another break in the field then to Jagurtha, or Mappingly obviously didn't handle the wet track. He's finished right at the end, and Grey Alex last of all. That's about as impressive as he's been, I think.